All right, welcome to a special episode from the chart readers. So, if you watch my videos, you know I'm way more interested in short term than long term views. I personally have no money long term anywhere, but if I was to consider something, it probably would be the AI sector in general. I'm gonna cover two, four, six stocks that I cover pretty regularly, almost weekly actually. And I'm gonna look at the monthly, the quarterly, and probably the yearly as well. I thought today was a good time to do it because look, March just finished, so we're done. The month candle has now closed, right? Monday, we're going to create a new candle. The quarter just closed. We just finished Q1. So again, on Monday, we're going to start a new quarterly. And obviously, the year is not done yet, but hey, we're rounding the first base, right? And it's good to see what it's kind of looking like, right? So, look, doesn't matter if you're going long term or short term. And I know most people kind of associate technical analysis with short term, but if you use this stack and you can stay with your timing, again, don't care about daily and weekly movement if you're moving your dollars monthly, right? But yeah, you can use this stack, this exact stack long term, and I'm kind of going to show you how, as well as look at what these look at long term. All right, so yeah, with that, look, if you can please like and subscribe, it really does help with the YouTube algorithms. But even if you don't, hey, I appreciate you watching this, and I hope you see what I see in AI. But even if you don't, actually let me know. All right, I've been wrong before. I thought 3D printing was going to do so much better, like DDD and SYSS. I forgot which one it was, but yeah, I thought 3D printers would be like in my home. I break something and I print my own thing. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was going to be some like art hobby thing, right? Again, AI might just be a fad, but end of the day, like this chart looks really good, and I hope you see it already. So let's get into it. I think I'm done blabbing. So we're looking at the monthly here, right? And look, it's been a number of months under the 8 moving average, right? And that's never a good thing. However, we broke it, we confirmed, and we followed through, right? And this really isn't that great a confirmation, right? This is almost doji level. It's not like a good full candle, but that definitely was. We're now over the 20 moving average. More than anything, we're over all the moving averages, right? Because as I click here, all we have are those two, the 8 and the 20, right? It hasn't been 50 months of trading, but on the 50th month, that's when it's going to come, right? And I'm not really trying to add all these, but yeah, I don't think we're too far away from gaining that on the monthly over here, okay? I love the RSI. It's definitely a real good number. It's not that high, right? So we can really see another good candle over the next month. And man, just look at the last piece of gap, right? Because once we broke that, which actually ends up being the top of this candle, we destroy most of those reds. The next month, actually up to here, Jesus, we basically took out 3 of them already. I think it's reasonable to believe in the next month we might be taking them all out, right? And hey, is it gonna close up here? I don't necessarily know. The MACD is surprisingly more negative than I expected, but hey, when the stock was over 100 and it's sitting at 33, I mean, there's definitely still some losers up here, right? But I almost don't want to call you losers up here because hey, I believe things are going to happen. That's a little more my opinion than what these show, but that's a good line up. We still don't have the red one yet, right? And it looks like we're doing 3 candles. So I think we need 6 more months before we even see where the red one is, right? Let's keep the green line up with no red, and I'll take that as a plus. Green over red, that's obviously a good thing. And hey, volume obviously fell a little bit, but I always generally say, like, if you're going to be up here, at least kind of just come down here-ish, right? Don't fall to like half or worse, right? So volume held in my book actually. So I like this, and I think 34.13 screams a lot. I think there's a oops, don't click there. I think there's a chance that we can come down to 20. 25, which is the 20 moving average, right? Maybe somewhere in the month it comes back to that line. Maybe somewhere in the month it comes back to 28.50 because that's roughly 50% of that candle. So keep those numbers in the back of your head as we keep going on. 28.50 and then 25. We're just going to round, okay? So let's take us to the quarterly. Oh, geez, this is a beautiful red quickly turns to green, and it literally happened in one candle, right? I mean, damn. I think again it goes to say how important this 34.13 line is. If that cracks, Jesus, I think 50 is like it's not that far away. It looks like 28.50 might be a little too low, actually. I think I might put a little more weight on, let's just round that to 30, right? Maybe 29.75 to 30 if we were going to go. So, hey, I think that sounds a little more realistic. Maybe we'll see like a little bit of a 10% drop. And then again, that might be enough to kind of cool it off before the like next super leg up. Because remember, this bad boy just dropped 21 real quick, right? This bad boy has got its RSI back in the 80s, right? It obviously has lived up there, and I'm not trying to do a daily thing on this like long-term view, but I'm not too surprised to expect it come down a little bit, but I'm telling you, I'm not talking about it like closing here, right? I kind of think, yeah, maybe we'll come back down and then let's break this 34 and just smash, right? Just kind of my opinion. I'm probably a little excited and optimistic about it, but so far that's what both are telling me. And again, I think 28.50 is probably the lowest I would expect it to go. All right, I'll say that much. I think I have a little less emphasis on that 25, which we saw on the monthly. I don't think we're coming that low. That's obviously a lot of the monthly candle to eat away too. So right now, I think 30 to 28.50 is probably the lowest I'm expecting. And then just looking at the yearly, hey, we just destroyed last year's candle. That's awesome, because you know what that tells me? We can either do it again, or, you know what, we can probably do it at least half as good and probably set a 60 target just long term for the year. 60, 61 bucks, I think is very realistic to see AI hit sometime in the year. I really do, because again, we're still in the year, right? So it technically hasn't closed. Maybe I'm getting a little too excited because, hey, if it comes back down, we're obviously going to lose it. But again, what have I been talking about? I've been talking about destroying this chunk right here, and I actually see, yeah, again, 60, 65, maybe even 70, right? I'm not trying to do the exact math on 50% candle. I'm just kind of clicking right there. Yeah, let's call it 65. But I like this long term for sure. Now, this definitely took 8 minutes, so I'll see how long the rest take. Palantir is the next one. I think the 4 under are a lot like less, but PLTR. And then don't cheat right now. You're looking at the yearly, but I want to go back and go monthly onward. Okay, interesting. We've exited the month really well, actually. We did 2 things on the month. We closed over this 844 line. Obviously, that 844 matters a lot more on the weekly than it does, or the daily than this, but actually, it's a pretty important one on the monthly too, because it is 50% of that candle. I like that we smashed that. And look, this is the first time over the 8 moving average on the monthly in a long time. It would be awesome to confirm it. And I think confirming it means 970 would be on the horizon, right? We just smashed this 50. Let's come to that 50. Why not? Maybe even a little higher to basically say 1050, give or take, right? But this is a nice monthly. Again, RSI is creeping over the red. I love it. That's a super low number too. So hey, let's take it up into the 50s, even 60s, even, right? Like we're well below our like 75, 80 worry line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're a couple months away from getting the red line, but yeah, let's just keep the green one going up. Let's get the green one a little closer to 0. And yeah, look at this. Since basically end of June, since basically July, beautiful volume, right? Way more greens than reds, right? So loving it a lot. This is a good monthly. I think it's fair to say AI's monthly looked a little better, but hey, that's nice, right? Where are we on the quarter? We just finished the quarter and we destroyed that entire candle. We've got a good red stack with really this, again, 971 jumps out again to me. I think there's a real good reason to believe we'll hit this. And let's be honest, I'm way more worried about a 50% candle than a bottom of a candle, right? So this is actually kind of telling me, you know what? In the next 3 months, we might smash 971 and make our way to almost 14, right? Big move. So, yeah, I'm definitely thinking as I'm talking right here, just for what I'm gonna do with my money and like stuff like that. But yeah, this is beautiful to say the least. All right. Again, we still do not have the MACD or the RSI. I do not pretend to know the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we need 12 candles for this one and 14 for this one. And then after these ones, we need 5 for that average and 9 for that average. I've actually started understanding that as I've talked about how I don't understand them on these videos. So I'm learning as I'm making these too, you know? Sorry. Okay. But yeah, again, where are we on the quarter? We smashed this, break 971, and let's head to 14. Okay. If I had to put somewhere where it might come down to 760, all right, basically 50% of this, maybe a little more realistic would be the top of this guy, which is 812, the open right here. So maybe it comes down to 812 again, which if I'm not mistaken is probably, yeah, in the cluster somewhere. So look, we're obviously up here. This is a bit of a hard line, so we're either going to break it and go up. We might come back down towards 812, maybe one last time, and then yeah, this bad boy might start to actually move. Okay, cool. That's the quarterly, and then I'm gonna go to the yearly. Okay, again, we're working. Look, IPO was up here. All right, no, sorry, was wait. Red filled in. Yeah, red filled. Okay, wait. Why are you red filled in? That's really weird. Because you open down here and you close here. Why is that red filled in? Or red out? Well, I am actually a little confused here real quick. I'm just trying to look. Again, you opened for sure at 10. You come up to here. How is that red? Interesting. I don't know. That, again, I'm not going to waste more time here. Sorry about that. Nonetheless, these are all reds. Again, we talked about 971. I still think that's a little more important than this 10, but break 10, get to that 914. Oops, no, don't do that. Can I control Z? No. Let's take this up. Shit, what was the number? I'm obviously talking to myself here. Was it that? Damn, I gotta like rewatch this and possibly edit that. 13. No, I think it was like way closer to the 20 to the 8 moving average right there. No, it wasn't. Okay, was that the damn? All right, I'll edit that later. All right. Again, I'm not. These are not edited. I'm doing these live. All right. What I was gonna say though is 15. No, that might be yeah. I think 15 is a decent where 50% candle might be, which might be the high that you see this thing hit on the year. So still need a little bit more for other stuff. Volume's not looking fantastic though. I wish this was a little better. And again, I think AI still looks a little better. So I'm actually going to keep going. I want to do the other ones because again, I think if you've watched the beginning, or do I just end it here and do the other ones? Let me just see what this looks like. All right, I'm probably gonna talk a couple more minutes. All right, I'm gonna end it, and man. All right, I wish I did that better. I kind of wasted a couple minutes, but I'll make a secondary video for the long term on the 4 lower ones, for lack of words. So hey, I appreciate your time so much. I'm sorry you saw me talk during this at a little end point, but I appreciate you so much.